Good morning, students. Welcome back to Chemistry World. Students, in my previous lecture, I had given you answers of questions of page number 32. I hope question number 1 is clear to all. Students, don't be confused or scared that how can we write the reaction or the reaction is so lengthy. This question number 1. Okay, students? So don't be scared. No need to learn the equation. The question will be given, and in that question values will be given, amount will be given, right? Simply you have to put the values, right? And left side should be equal to right side, which satisfy law of conservation of mass, that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. So I hope this question is clear to all. So students, today we'll start from page number 33. What is an atom? You all know, students, that atoms are the building blocks of all matter. Each and every matter, form of matter, is made up of atoms. Right? If it's a huge building, so in that building you see various rooms which are connected to form a building. Right? Those rooms are the building block. Then how those rooms are created? With the help of brick, cement, water. Then if you see in detail, minutely if you see, so you will find it is a small grain of sand which makes it, which is its building block. So similarly, students, in each and every form of matter which we see in a surrounding, the building block of all the matter, they are made up of atoms. Right? Many times we think that why we are studying about atoms? Why? It is very important because our whole world is made up of atoms. Atoms are very small that you cannot see them through naked eyes. They are so small. Not even with simple microscope or compound microscope you can see. There are special microscopes, STMs, which help us to see atoms. The atoms are so small, right? So student, you can mark here, the atomic radius, that is radius of an atom, is measured in which unit? Nanometer. Just learn this one. 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to power 9 nanometer. Rest is not required to learn. So students, now we will start the main topic, symbols of an atom. What are symbols? Symbols are shorthand, you can say abbreviation or shorthand of any atom or element. For example, if you have to write any reaction, so it is very difficult to write hydrogen in words. Hydrogen plus oxygen, then it gives water, and moreover when you read that reaction equation, you will not be able to understand that how many atoms are there, how many molecules are formed. So for this we use symbols, right? Shorthand abbreviations, that is symbol. So the first scientist who contributed in this is Dalton. If you remember, last time I had explained you Dalton's atomic theory, right? So Dalton was the first one to give the symbols. You can see the symbols given on page number 33. These are the symbols which were given by John Dalton. But students, you will not learn these symbols because now we don't use this symbol. So which symbols we use? We use the symbols given by Berzelius. That was the scientist. He said that the symbols of element are made up of 1 or 2 letters of the name of the element. That I will explain now. Earlier, many of the elements or atoms symbols were taken from their places where they were first found. For example, copper. Okay. So the word copper was taken from, you can see page number 34 left side. So the word copper was taken from Cyprus. You can see Cyprus. It is a place where it was found, right? So from there they developed the name copper. Some of the elements name were based on their color, like gold, it is yellow in color, so gold name was given. The word was taken from English, right? But now it is IUPAC, very important abbreviation, students. IUPAC, IUPAC. It is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. 1 mark for this abbreviation. Okay. So International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. This is a branch which finalizes the symbols, the names of any atom, of any element. Right? So, how Berzelius gave symbols? He said that, for example, there is a word, it is cobalt. Cobalt is an element, right? So he said that the symbol will be taken as the first letter or first 2 letters. First letter if that alphabet is not repeated. But you know, there are so many elements which start, their word name starts from C. Copper, cobalt, chromium, right? So their word calcium, carbon, chlorine, so they all starts from C. So there he said that when so many words, they have same alphabet, first alphabet is same, then first 2 letters are taken from the word, and the word mainly is taken from, that word is mainly taken from Latin or Greek, German. Most of the elements name are taken from Latin or German, Greek. Their first letter is taken as symbol, and if first letter is repeated, then first 2 letters. For example, it is carbon. For example, it is carbon. So first letter is C. So symbol of carbon is C. Cobalt, first letter is C. Already carbon was discovered. So it is taken as CO, cobalt. Right? It is, for example, it is calcium. So first letter C, it is repeated. So it is Ca, that is calcium. Right? So in Latin, in Greek, the words first alphabet is taken as symbol or first 2 letters are taken as symbols. Right? For example, it is iron. Now students, you will say iron is IRON. So you will say the symbol is I or the symbol is IR. No students, iron Latin name is ferrum. Latin name is ferrum. So according to that, the first 2 letters Fe are taken as symbol. It is taken as Fe symbol, right? So students, no need to learn all the Latin name. You will be learning Latin name or the Greek name which are given in NCERT. For this you can see page number 34. Page number 34. You can see students, last para, Latin or Greek name, it is iron, ferrum. For sodium, it should be S, but no, it is not S. Because in Latin, sodium is known as natrium, Na. Potassium, not P. P is for phosphorus. Potassium, in Greek it is called as kalium. So the first alphabet is taken as K. So you will be learning Latin name which are given in NCERT. Only this in this page, in this para, they have given the names. Right? So I hope students you have understood. So the first rule which he gave, that the symbols, you can mark first para, fifth last line. He said that most of the symbols are the first one or two letters of the elements name in the English. Right? And second rule starts from here. The letter is always, the first letter is always written capital. Always written capital. Like you can see, I have written cobalt C capital, carbon C capital, calcium C capital, iron F capital. If it is only one letter, so it is capital. But if there are two letters, so first letter will be capital and second letter will always be small. So students, please check. If you write cobalt like this, it is wrong. Why? Because it is carbon monoxide. It is not cobalt. Right? So be careful. When you write the symbols, first letter is always capital, and if there are two letters, only two letters, till two letters we have symbol, not three letters. So if two letters are there, first letter capital and second letter small. I hope students you have understood. So you mark the rule which is given on page 34. Page 34, first point, this is the first rule and this is the second rule given by Berzelius. And all the names are finalized by, symbols are finalized by IUPAC. You will be doing in senior classes also. It is a branch of chemistry, international branch, which decides everything related to the naming and all that related to the chemistry world. Hope students you have understood this. And there are few symbols given on table 3.1. Only few slowly you will be learning all the symbols. So every day try to learn one or two symbols so that by the end of the year you will learn all the symbols. Thank you students. Take care.